everybody, we're back like we never left. The Faculty Exchange Program 2026 has just begun, and this year it's bigger and it's better. So this year's theme is quite interesting as we're looking at universities as startup engines, ways in which they can accelerate pathways from moving knowledge into enterprises.
Most of the research that we do stays on the shelf. What can we do? What works and what doesn't? We have more than 2 universities willing to share their learnings, and this is what we're going to be doing for the next 3 days. Stay with us.
Traditionally, universities have been generators of knowledge, but now we are increasingly working together so that they can become startup engines.
Administrators all over the world are telling universities become self-sustaining. We are not going to sustain ourselves purely on student fees. Ultimately, our sustenance is going to come from our holdings in startups, our research and consultancy, and our leadership positions in translating our IP into successful commercial products.
However, this transformation requires deliberate action. Entrepreneurship must not remain an extracurricular activity. It must be integrated into our curricula, research priorities, faculty incentives, and institutional strategies.
We have 2 events that are happening concurrently. We have the Student Mobility Exchange Program, where university students from 3 countries, Kenya, Tanzania, and India, have been participating in an intensive online program, and winners are now in Zanzibar.
So I'm one of the students here in this RISE 4.0 edition of the program. So we started last year in December, where we had virtual sessions. We were given structured mentorship and guidance from these really good mentors.
So sisi tuko hapa to experience how startups are born and how they develop into big companies, and that's what we're here to do. Sisi as young people, we're also here to motivate you kwamba these are things you should keep in mind as you're growing up. You're not young enough, you're not old enough. You can do this now, you can do this every day.
I had the chance of meeting with the students. I came as a mentor. We discussed with them about their business ideas, but also how a pitch deck should be, how they should present themselves to the investors or financiers. It's amazing to see that entrepreneurship starts at a very early age. It was such a pleasure.
It's been a great journey so far. The students have learned quite a bit. We were here since Tuesday, where we started on legalities. They were able to talk about IP and legal. We were able to look at the go-to-market strategies. We were able to evaluate their businesses in terms of investment. Are they investor ready? Then we went straight into pitch presentation.
Since starting the program, I've learned a lot, and my experience and my mind has been shaped in a way of becoming a founder. So previously the sessions were virtual, but now we are here in person in Zanzibar, where the mentors give us personal feedback and structured guidance until our ideas are refined so that they could go to the market.
Guys, we're so excited. The teams are incredible, and they're going to have an intensive workshop this week to try to find ways in which they can bet on their prototypes, and on Friday they will pitch, and the winners will be awarded seed funding as well as advanced accelerator programs through our partners.
We are all aware of the theme, which is universities as startup engines, building scalable pathways where we are moving from knowledge to enterprises.
Most of the institutions that were present today really agree that we need to link up with industry and use those collaborations to support students and researchers within our institution to come up with research that can be commercialized. So I think that there is an opportunity to partner with multiple institutions and bring up impacts later on.
In all of these things that we are looking at, there is one thing that stands out, that is the issue of IP. So what we are telling universities and institutions of higher learning is that once you generate research and you want to translate it into commercial value, then it's very, very important that you have an IP element of it so that you have a vehicle which has a logbook that you can sell.
So this is an opportunity that we decided that we should have an intentional way of matching the universities that are represented here. So this is a way of how do we know more about the university and ensure that each university is visible, understood, and discoverable within our ecosystem that we are creating.
EcoFly helps the farmer to know what to plant, when to plant, and when to sell.
For many of us, travel today looks like this instead of this. It's anxiety-inducing, it's confusing, it's intimidating. And the very few times that it never felt like that is when we had a friend. What we wanted more than anything was to make that friend for everyone.
We decided to come up with an IoT device which blends in with machine learning, which now takes the data from the soil from each of the farmers. It generates insights to the farmers, and it's able to advise the farmers on what the recommendations on how to plant your crops better.
That was an amazing showcase. Brilliant ideas. Loved them.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe I do not have to say much. You have seen it all in the course of the last 3 days. Metrics have been forged. Students walk away with over £20,000 for the 6 teams of students that now get seed funding or capital for their prototype development, but also continued technical support from the mentors, and IIT Madras has made more continued commitments of how they're going to support these teams. Excellent, extraordinary, all the big words we can use, but that's all from us this time from the Faculty Exchange Program. Until next time.